myself. Oh no, give me that cell. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain. 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane. How you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco. I hate it, and you know how this goes. You framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, not on Zoom. Got the scene in it.
Make sure you subscribe to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows the most, that's most. JerCrispy, welcome back in the video. When the Ghost Rider had the most aura in the Marvelous University. How'd I do Kurt? Or Karu? We're just gonna call him K. It's by the dude K, man. Let's get it.
Peep game. The movie starts off with Johnny Blaze and his dad doing stunts in front of the Huz. But Johnny wants to be more than just a stuntman. So when Fine Shit talks about running away with it, he's really tapped into the idea until he finds out that his dad has stage 4 cancer and goes to work on his bike for tomorrow's show, where he meets this old nigga who definitely isn't ominous or suspicious. He tells Johnny that he can make his father healthy as a horse again. And bar for bar, this nigga says,
"Name your price." "Oh, I'll take your son."
What?
Huh?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Right.
Johnny tries to laugh it off, but he hands him a contract, which he pricks his finger on, spilling a drop of blood in the name section. Johnny Blaze is not the smartest, but he does make good on the deal and restores his father's health. He gets ready to go perform a show as Johnny is packing to run away with Fine Shit. They have a heartfelt conversation. Johnny's dad gives him the keys to his fastest bike, but on his way out, there's a giant commotion and finds his dad died in the latest stunt. Realizing the devil just slimed him out for his soul.
That's crazy.
In a fit of anger and despair, he goes to try to pick up Fine Shit and run away from the whole situation. But Satan informs Lil Bro that he is now a slave. So instead of picking homegirl up, he just looks her directly in the eyes and rides past, which is absolutely foul. You couldn't like leave her a letter, call Shorty, they didn't have phones. This entire event leading him to become a suicide.
I mean, what could you say in that part, in that, like, to tell the person, yeah, I had sold my soul so my dad could be alive? Like, it's crazy and messed up, but yeah, I did it, and he ended up dying regardless. I mean, it's crazy. Like, nigga, she gonna look at it, she gonna like, nigga, you ain't did that. Stop lying. Like, come on now.
Suicidal stuntman, to the point where he tries to jump over an entire stadium's worth of trucks and face plants. Gets absolutely fucking ragged. He has his entire crew, the people that are there to ensure his safety, and warn him that his next stunt is basically suicide.
Meanwhile,
Robert Pattinson pulls up to this bar. Like, look at this nigga. Why does he look like the lead singer of Green Day? He sucks everybody in the bar dry of their fluids. Seems like he's just turning them into empty Capri Suns. Once he's done with that, the entire gang of these elemental demons pull up, and they're talking about sliming out Satan for this contract that's worth 1,000 souls, something that would give them the ability to make Earth their playground. But Big Dog pulls up and goes, "What are you doing?" Blackheart, which is his fucking name, says that he's trying to take what's rightfully his. But when Big G said he was going to get the Ghost Rider after him, bro's entire demeanor changed.
"I may not have power."
I had a good life. I'll live him, man. If that, if that happened down the line, man. Hope, please, Jesus, not to happen. Pray to Jesus every single day. Let him be healthy, strong, and be able to still move and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So, shout out to my dad. Love you, Dad.
Daddy issues? Come on. So after this encounter, he activates the sleeper cell that is the Ghost Rider within Johnny Blaze. Johnny comes into the stadium to pull off this stunt on the anniversary of his dad's death, to find out that Fine Shit has become a reporter and she's at the stadium to report on Johnny Blaze. He starts fumbling the bag on live television, tries to make 3-point shots, and they all airball. And as soon as the interview ends, she leaves without any further conversation. So the entire time that he's doing the stunt, he's thinking that she should be on the interstate by now. Reveals at the last second to his best friend that he'll be jumping 6 helicopters instead of whatever they planned before. Almost dies jumping that bitch, but this nigga has cursed energy on his side and keeps driving directly out of the stadium to catch up with her. But when he does catch up, Fine Shit wants to front like she doesn't want to talk to him, until this nigga starts his bike in the middle of the freeway, forcing them to stop or have a manslaughter charge on their hands. So she hops out of the vehicle and Nicolas Cage starts applying an ungodly amount of riz. Those 3-pointers that he airballed earlier were just warm-ups. Now gang is dunking on the point guard. invites her out for some Italian. There is no way that line was not improvised. I love Nicolas Cage. Also, Ava Mendes could steal my kidneys and I'd still be down bad for her. So he makes out with Monisha and she plans a dinner date later that night. But little does he know he won't be able to make it, because while Roxanne sits there waiting, the devil calls Burrow up to get a task done for him. He explained that he's been keeping him alive this entire time to complete a very important task for him: kill Blackheart and retrieve the contract worth 1,000 evil souls, with the promise of getting his soul back upon completing the mission. Johnny obviously tries to refuse, but my nigga, he owns your soul. So he forces him to turn into the Ghost Rider and hunt down Blackheart and his zesty demon team, who are jumping random people for just existing, I guess. And I think Nicolas Cage is the only actor that would laugh if you told him to act like his head was being caught on fire. But the sheer aura that's emitting after this transformation is beautiful. What? He runs up on Blackheart, blasting.
Why did they stop making Ghost Rider movies though? Like, on some real stuff. Like, Ghost Rider was actually a good movie to sit down and watch, bro. Like, I never had a problem watching Ghost Rider. They said when the second movie flopped, ain't no way that second movie flopped, bro. They must was just hating. They must was tired of doing Ghost Riders movies, bro. I don't know, bro.
For some smoke. But bro sneaks him with a Death Eater, hanging him on some chains. Oh, nah, they got demons lynching niggas now? But lynching doesn't work when you don't have flesh, lungs, and I guess that was just done to introduce the chain to Ghost Rider, his iconic chain. As soon as he tries to take some steps towards Blackheart, he gets hit by a fucking truck, but he is unfazed and gets his get back by taking a chunk off of that nigga's face. Has little bro begging for mercy, but he's only here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And he's all out of bubblegum. Blackheart and the rest of his Zest squad got away, so he goes back to the Whipski and supercharges that bit, breaking the sound barrier for a run back. But the Ghost Rider takes him on a wild goose chase until he ends up at the grave of his father, where an old nigga finds him and patches up his wounds. That happens to know everything about his situation. Johnny and these fucking old people that know suspicious amounts about his past. On his way back home, he drives past one of the destroyed roads, caused from him sonic booming on that hoe all last night. There, he catches Roxanne reporting on said destruction, and she completely clowns this nigga on sight.
You're just the same. Better pay, more fans, but you're still just a carny.
And rightfully so. From her perspective, this is the second time Johnny Blaze has just left her hanging. So he heads back to his crib to mope and understand the Ghost Rider's abilities. And he actually gets sort of a grasp on it before Roxanne shows up at his apartment. Simply walks in because this nigga doesn't lock his apartment. Apologizes for the rude behavior earlier. And fucking makes out with bro again. Now she has to be like a D1 gold digger or something. What's going on? She would not be on bro's dick like this if he didn't have bangs. She's sitting here demanding answers after he's ghosted her like multiple times at this point. So he tells her the truth.
I've seen and heard just about everything, so there is nothing you can tell me that's gonna surprise me. You really believe what you're telling me is true and take you to the nearest psychiatric hospital.
Really?
Right.
Are you surprised? Why is that so
like why you tell people that what's going on? They don't even fucking believe what you saying half of the time. Oh yeah, you're lying about that one. Nigga, how do you know you was not even the witness there? You was not even there. So how you was gonna tell me? And then they always had that one guy in the back car. Yes, I saw that guy right there. Like, nigga, who the fuck is this nigga?
Why is that so mind-blowing to know?
She obviously does not believe that. So she leaves in complete disbelief, and Johnny Blaze gets arrested not a minute later. And they strap the fuck up like bro committed a terrorist attack. They take him in for questioning, but get absolutely nothing, so they just throw him in a holding cell. The Ghost Rider loves to punish evil souls. So being in this holding cell right now got Johnny tweaking the fuck out. And I don't understand how they're jumping bro surrounded by police officers. Literally everybody in the cell got up to beat his ass except one person. But he breaks through the dog pile, hits a penance stare, and steals this nigga's jacket. I truly do fuck with how they're trying to implement the story into how his design comes to be. Anyway, he takes the Harley out of impound and runs into an officer while trying to flee the scene. And Brody's braver than me, because he saw a flaming skeleton and decided to hit it in the mouth with a baton just to get emoted on. Now he gets on the bike and tries to find Blackheart, but because he just broke out of county lockup, 12 is now on his tail like he just committed a murder. They get bro surrounded on a bridge with a helicopter for aerial lockdown, but they must not know how Johnny Blaze, because he grinds off of the bridge into the water and then rides on the surface. He's laughing in the commissioner's face, gang. You cannot tell me Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
And that nigga was clean with it. That nigga was clean with it.
So now that he's juked the police, he goes back to trying to hunt down Blackheart. When he catches a whiff of Ghost Rider in the air, he sends this crackhead demon with wind power to handle his lightning. And just at that second, the cops turn the corner and they see them both fighting. They say, ah, fuck it, and just chase the Ghost Rider until he rides directly up a skyscraper. When he gets to the top, that fuck-ass helicopter is just waiting for him. So he scoops it up with the scorpion chain and tosses it into the other direction. So now it's just him and Wind Junkie. He tries to grip him up for a penance stare, but you know, you can't grab wind. But that doesn't make you invincible, as he finds out by standing still while the Ghost Rider just creates a fire tornado. So now you've killed the wind demon, you're on top of the skyscraper, and the police are down below. What do you think he does?
Aura form.
If you said aura farm to assert dominance, you'd be correct.
He can't die.
This entire act of the film was to prove Roxanne that Johnny is the Ghost Rider. And the police know that now too, as they immediately try to question her the next night. And I'm impressed because she's 10 toes down for my boy Johnny. But you see, Blackheart is getting a little impatient looking for this contract. He's been going everywhere, from this random bar at the beginning to this church, not really getting much of anything, until we see this nigga pull up on the old man, proving that he knew more than he let on. They threaten to beat the dog shit out of him, but he does not crack. And they realize that they're not gonna get anything out of him with these enhanced interrogation techniques. But that's when Blackheart remembers that this old man has a close relationship with Johnny Blaze. So he slides into Johnny Blaze's apartment and kidnaps Fine Shit. He finds Roxanne on the floor, blue in the face, and tries to hit Blackheart with a penance stare, but he has no soul.
So, this nigga grab that nigga by the neck and say, Joseph, man, hold up, wait a minute. If I'm Ghost Rider, I'm like, man, get your bitch out off of me. Ain't no way.
Blackheart thinks he's big dog now, so he tells Ghost Rider to get the contract of Sarah Benganza for him instead of his father. Johnny goes back to Old Head and tells him he needs the contract in order to save Roxanne. Unc folds and reveals the location of the contract to save Roxanne, which we find out was inside of the shovel the whole time. So now Old Head and Johnny Blaze are fitted up to go to the city of Sarah Benganza.
Wait, he was a Ghost Rider the whole time too? Oh, that's crazy plot.
So Blackheart and the others have Roxanne in this circle, ready to do some suspicious activities. When Johnny rolls up to the town, slow rides through the fog, gets attacked by the water demon, which he quickly puts in a pack, gets the Blackheart, and makes the trade for Roxanne. But as soon as he grips that bitch, Johnny changes forms and hits that nigga with a nasty left hook.
Come here.
But he goes and sends an even filthier combination right back.
I know.
The contract is like sitting 20 feet to the left, so bro tries to flame flaming dirt to stall time. But gang is laughing in his face, all while the sun is coming up, which would make Johnny unable to maintain the Ghost Rider form. He even tries to throw the chain and gets reversed. So with no hope left, he tries to go for this randomly placed shotgun, not quite sure how this got here. But he is too late, as Blackheart has absorbed all of the evil souls in whatever the fuck.
Ho, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Giving him access to limitless power, but also BPD.
For we are many.
This nigga can only talk in the third person now. This whole transformation though gives Johnny enough time to grab the blick, dumps rounds into him to get his attention, and then leads him into the church. Yet unfortunately he is still about to be violated. If it wasn't for Roxanne coming in clutch and blowing this nigga's head smooth off, but this nigga grows that shit back like a starfish. Even Johnny himself with an empowered shot couldn't quite kill him. The reason why the penance stare didn't work before is because Blackheart didn't have a soul. Now he has like 1,000 of them bitches. So he mogs on Blackheart so hard that he sends him back to hell. And the devil shows up instantly to make good on his deal. Offers to return his soul if he gives him the contract back. But of course, Johnny says no, for some reason. Like, why is Satan like the fucking swiper? Just gotta say no, and he and he goes away. Like, subscribe, and
Good ones.
I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social media, pop on the screen, 1 to 300.